Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
You two be careful.
Didn't want Ellie to hear this, but I think you should know. Everything I dug up about Kellogg before his disappearance? Bad news. He's more than just a mercenary. He's a professional. Quick, clean, thorough. Has no enemies, because they're all dead. Except you. But 9 to 1 odds says he's our man. More than just you identifying his distinguishing features. The MO is all him as well. Leading a small team to kidnap a baby and leaving one of the parents alive for later? Not many mercs in the Commonwealth can pull that off. Here we are. Keep an eye out, will you? See if I can get this open. That's one heck of a lock. Got something to hide, Kellogg? Why don't you give it a try?
Locked tight.
No luck? Guess we'll need to find the key. See that platform in the distance, near the city entrance? That's the elevator to the mayor's office. Why don't you go ask around there? I'll stay here and see if I can jimmy this lock. The mayor's office is near the entrance of the city. There's a platform that should take you up.
Reads public occurrences.
Talking to the press? I bet if I said I was with the Institute, he'd come running.
Do you ever think maybe you could get a man's attention easier if you use softer words, honey? Maybe shout a little less?
Oh. Oh, that reminds me of this article I'm writing about the mayor's affair with a certain airheaded blonde. Oh, look who it is. What brings you to the mayor's office, huh?
What are you doing here, Piper?
Trying to find out why the mayor happens to be meeting with the same suspicious-looking courier every other week. Not from any settlement I've ever heard of. And not from a caravan. Always in and out before anyone has a chance to talk to him. An errand boy from the Institute, maybe. After this article comes out, that's what everyone's gonna be asking.
If you are done crowding the reception area, Miss Piper, the mayor needs to make time for more responsible citizens.
I was just leaving anyway.
The mayor's receiving visitors as long as they aren't members of the press. Did you need help?
I need to talk to someone about Kellogg's old house in the West Stands.
Mr. Kellogg's residence? He left town a while ago. We foreclosed on the property and locked it up. If there was something belonging to the man that you have a claim on, you could ask the mayor to hear you out. No guarantees.
I don't have time. I need that key now.
Why is finding this key so important to you, honey?
Please. All I want to do is find my son. The man who owned that house kidnapped him.
Well, you do seem like a sweet guy. All right. I'm just going to leave this key on my desk and forget I put it there. Your son's lucky he has a father like you. I hope you find him.
Child kidnapped. Father braves dangers of the Commonwealth to find missing son.
Let's take a look around. Kellogg must have left something behind.
Remind you of brighter days, sir?
Place seems small to you? Figured a guy like Kellogg would think big. Well, that's one way to hide a room. Well, look at this. All of a Merc's favorite things.
Gwinnett Stout beer, 44 caliber bullets, and cigars. San Francisco Sunlights.
Interesting brand. Won't lead us anywhere on its own, though.
I wonder if dog meat could pick up the scent.
Say, that's not a bad idea. Some dogs out there in the Commonwealth can track a man for miles. Why don't you go fetch him and let him have a whiff? See if he picks up the trail. Before you head out, I know this is personal business. If you have to face Kellogg on your own, just say so. Besides, you already have plenty of company. We can't all go sniffing through the Commonwealth after one man.
I don't know. I might need your help on this one, but maybe I should go on my own.
If you need me, just come knocking. If not, then the next time I see you, I hope it's with your son, safe and sound.
Hey.
What can I do for you?
Dog meat. Get the scent, boy. Take me to him, boy. Take me to Sean.
Heard you'd rescued Valentine. Good work. Most sense scared the hell out of me, but Nikki... Can't like those infantry cycles.
Got some great stuff, if you're interested.
You okay?
So thirsty. Doctor says I can't drink liquor no more. Cola. Need a Nuka-Cola. Nuka-Cola.
Here you go.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Hey, Sheffield. What do you think about coming to work for me?
Really? You mean it?
That's right.
Okay, I'll do it.
Shop in safety.
You know,
No sense
a
allowed
shotgun's
at the
great
store.
insurance against raiders, but I got a lot of options here.
I'll take a look, sure.
Everything hand-tooled.
let the stress of life kill you. Relax. You look like you need a prescription filled. Something to settle your nerves, let you chill.
Looking for a job, if you got one.
Yeah, I got something. Looking for a mutated fern if you find any. I hear some grows out near Forest Grove Marsh. Natural radiation sucker. Be great for cooking rat X or rat away.
Sweeten the deal with some money, and I might be interested.
All right. How about 125 caps?
Actually, I think I have something already.
Well, all right. Here's your payment. This plant's gonna be great to cook with.
We buy and sell everything to everyone, except sins. No sins allowed here.
You been the good neighbor? I've been cold. Movies, camheads all over.
Public is here to pull the wool out from under your eyes. Read all about it. An outsider's perspective on Diamond City. Are we still the green jewel?
San Francisco Sunlights. Kellogg's preferred brand, all right. Okay, boy, let's track him. think, boy? Enough to go on? Hey.
Yes, sir. I've never. Lost anyone before. These feelings of grief are new to me. Tell me it gets better. That's the last of them. We may have an enemy nearby. Opening fire. That was very simple.
You got a dangerous look about you. Hope you ain't here for me.
Hi.
If you work, you eat. It's as simple as that.
Hi.
Huh?
I
Gwyneth
suggest we
Stout.
take as much as we can
One of
get.
his creature comforts. I'll need your nose to track Kel out, boy. What do you think, boy? Enough to go on? stick together, pal. At least until we find Kellogg.
We may have some trouble.
Attention, assailant. Lower your weapons immediately. Alert. Critical signs. Alert. Critical signs. Tracking known mercenary. Exercise extreme caution.
What have we here?
Error. System corrupt. I can't feel my legs.
What happened here?
Error. Operator deceased. Threat level Omega. He killed us.
this one. That's the last of them.
Is this the place? Is he in here, boy? Make sure you don't leave anything useful behind.
Movement detected.
Perfect.
Curious. Attacking enemy.
Got it.
My apologies. I think I've lost them. Time for you to perish.
System offline.
Time for you to perish.
Kellogg has ordered your termination. Appears to be nothing. Perhaps like an enemy may be utilizing. How interesting.
Active Sigma Omicron. Protect.
Careful. Your destruction is at hand.
Intruder in Fort Hagen.
They're out there. We'll find them. Prepare to be annihilated.
Hello, secure facility infiltrated. Termination required.
Engaging hostile target.
Directive received from Kellogg. Destroy intruder.
I'll cover you, sir. They may be using stealth.
Institute authority. Terminating intruder.
Stealth capabilities. Fascinating.
That's it for now. They're gone.
You must be terrified. It would appear my target has disappeared. Found you.
Powering down weapons, sir.
Terminating any hostile. Gone. Attacking human. I regret any suffering you may incur.
Careful, sir. I don't think we're... Here, over here. Not much of a threat after all. If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know. makes me feel right at home.
That's it.
Going up. Floor.
Hey.
How may I be of... service?
Going down. Floor. Hostile sensor.
We may have some trouble.
I am equipped with the most advanced Institute sensors available. I will find you. I am no longer detecting an enemy presence.
Yes.
Is someone present?
Get him, sir! Well done, sir.
visit my old friend, the frozen TV dinner. Last time we met, you were cozying up to the peas and apple cobbler.
Find anything useful?
Sweet.
Sorry your house has been a wreck for 200 years, but I don't need a roommate. Leave. Never expected you to come knocking on my door. Gave you 50-50 odds of making it to Diamond City. After that, figured the Commonwealth would chew you up like jerky.
Hello? Movement detected. Curious.
Contact detected. Possibly.
Look, you're pissed off, I get it, I do. But whatever you hope to accomplish in here, it's not gonna go your way.
sir.
Heads up.
Yes. Sure. Go ahead and take a look. We may have an enemy nearby.
Yes.
Find anything useful? I've never lost anyone before. This failure is new to me.
You got guts and determination. It's admirable. But you are in over your head in ways you can't possibly comprehend.
Picking up something. We may have an enemy. You're going to regret this.
Heads up.
I'd be happy to I can.
It's not too late. Stop. Turn around and leave. You have that option. Not a lot of people can say that.
Any idea where they went? Lost, but not forgotten. Enemies over here.
That's it. Got it.
Okay. You made it. I'm just ahead. My sister's getting that now. Let's talk.
Find anything useful?
Most resilient man in the Commonwealth. Funny. I thought I had that honor.
You murdering, kidnapping psychopath. Give me my son. Give me Sean! Now!
Right to it then, huh? Okay. Fine. Your son Sean. Great kid. A little older than you may have expected. But I'm guessing you figured that out by now. But if you're hoping for a happy reunion, ain't gonna happen, pal. Your boy's not here.
Then you're gonna take me to him. Right now.
Take you to him. Like I could, even if I wanted to. Don't you get it? Your son, he's in a place nobody can reach. Sean's safe, at home. In the Institute.
The Institute? Well, I'll find him. No matter where he is. Nothing will stop me.
God, you're persistent. I give you credit. It's the way a father should act. The way I'd be acting if I was in your place, I like to think. Even if it is useless. But I think we've been talking long enough. We both know how this has to end. So, you ready?
You know I am, Kellogg.
It's amusing to think that humankind actually expected to have a winner emerge from the Great War.
All this tech. You were barely human.
I've never lost
Excellent.
anyone before. This failure is new to me. access. The military used many of my own kind as frontline opponents. I wonder how many were lost before the war was over.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately.
That power armor will provide adequate protection. Targets in range. Bring down weapons, sir.
You see that big blimp? What's the Brotherhood of Steel? Why are they here?
Hey, swata swata, swata can hit! Boom!
Diamond City Surplus. Everything you need.
Look alive.
I'd be happy to. if I can.
Got some great stuff, if you're interested.
I've got a few minutes to browse.
Everything hand-tooled.
Prescriptions filled, high quality chems right here.
We buy and sell everything to everyone, except synths. No synths allowed here.
Win the game. Buy a SWAT.
Don't walk outside the wall undefended. High-quality protection for sale.
Shop in safety. No synths allowed at the surplus.
If you're looking to keep your load light, we can shoot the breeze about the old-fashioned pistol, or anything else you need.
Look alive.
Yes.
Don't be caught dead! Protection from Commonwealth weaponry!
Why buy just an ordinary piece of wood? A swatter is a custom-made piece of genuine hickory.
free shopping. Right here.
We got small arms, long arms, ammunition.
Data?
Here you are, sir. How may I be of service, sir?
Fire swatter, the game changer.
How may I be of service?
Yeah,
Hey, Carla.
back again? Time to do business?
I've got a few minutes to browse.
I got a little bit of everything.
Hey.
Yes, sir. Hope you find what you're looking for. I suggest we take as much as we...
You're tied to this place, kid. Your energy.
Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment. Repeating. This is Paladin Dance on frequency 95. All Brotherhood of Steel units are to return to the Cambridge Police Station immediately for reassignment.
Look at these burn marks. They must have spent a whole case of ammo holding this site.
Cavalry's arrived, and it looks like they sent in the big guns.
That ship. I've never seen anything like it.
Amazing, isn't it? We call our ship the Prydwen. She's loaded with enough troops and supplies to mount a major offensive. If she's here, Elder Maxon's here. And that means we're going to war.
Gonna be a quick war with that thing on our side.
That's the plan. If history's proven anything, it's that an overwhelming show of force has a chance of halting a conflict before it begins. That being said, you're about to get to know the Prydwen up close and personal. I've received orders that we're both to report to her immediately. Follow me up to the roof of the police station. We're going for a little ride.
The last person that disobeyed Captain Kells ended up scraping rust off the Pridwin's hull. From the outside.
Anything hostile during the flight, I suggest you put it to good use. Make sure you properly identify your targets before you start shooting. We don't want to have any mishaps and fire on the locals. The Commonwealth looks different from up here. It never ceases to amaze me how drastically your perception of the battle changes from the air. We're gonna need that to take on the enemy. They've already proven that they're technologically superior, which means there's no telling what types of weapons they'll have in their arsenal. Hopefully, our air superiority and tactical know-how will make the difference. Now all we have to do is find them. And I'm betting that Elder Maxon will have a plan already in place by the time we arrive. Blinded by rumors and misinformation. They don't realize that the Brotherhood of Steel is the Commonwealth's last hope for survival. Every man, woman, and child below is in mortal danger. If we fail, it's only a matter of time before the enemy overwhelms the population. Cleansing the Commonwealth is our duty, and I will gladly spill my own blood if it ensures our victory. We're on final approach to the airport. Pridwin should be coming into view just ahead. We'll be meeting Lancer Captain Kells on the flight deck. Just stick close to me and answer all of his questions. Far too long since I've been aboard. All right, soldier. This is the moment when everything changes. I hope you're ready.
Permission to come aboard, sir?
Permission granted, and welcome back, Paladin. Allow me to be the first to congratulate you on a successful mission. And is this our new recruit?
Yes, sir. I field promoted him to initiate, and I'd like to sponsor his entry into our rankings personally.
Yes, we've read your reports. You'll be pleased to know that Elder Maxon's approved your request. Place the recruit in your charge.
Thank you, sir. And my current orders?
You are to remain on the Pridwin and await further instructions.
Very good, sir. Ad Victoriam, Captain.
Ad Victoriam, Paladin. So, you're the one Paladin Danse has taken under his wing. You don't look much like a soldier to me.
I think I've already proven that you're wrong.
A Brotherhood soldier earns merit by respecting the ideals created by our Elder, not by simply killing the enemy and following orders. I've read Paladin Dance's reports. He seems to think you'll make a fine addition to the Brotherhood. You might expect an endorsement like that to grant you a great deal of latitude with us. But let me make one thing clear. The Brotherhood of Steel has traveled to the Commonwealth with a specific goal in mind. As the captain of this vessel, I won't allow anyone to jeopardize our mission, no matter how valuable they think they are. Understood?
Absolutely.
Good. That's all for now, soldier. Your orders are to proceed to the command deck for the address. After which, Elder Maxon wishes to have a word with you. If you have any questions, ask me now. Otherwise, you're dismissed.
I don't have any questions.
Then I suggest you head over to the command deck immediately. Dismissed, Initiate.
Welcome aboard.
Brothers and sisters, the road behind has been long and fraught with difficulty. Each and every one of you has surpassed my expectations by rapidly facilitating our arrival in the Commonwealth. You have accomplished this amazing feat without a hint of purpose or direction. And most impressively, without question. Now that the ship is in position, it is time to reveal our purpose. And beneath the Commonwealth, there is a cancer, known as the Institute. A malignant growth that needs to be cut before it infects the surface. They are experimenting with dangerous technologies that could prove to be the world's undoing for the second time in recent history. The Institute's scientists have created a weapon that transcends the destructive nature of the atom bomb. They call their creation the synth, a robotic abomination of technology that is free-thinking and masquerades as a human being. This notion that a machine could be granted free will is not only offensive, but horribly dangerous. And like the atom, if it isn't harnessed properly, it has the potential of rendering us extinct as a species. I am not prepared to allow the Institute to continue this line of experimentation. Therefore, the Institute and their synths are considered enemies of the Brotherhood of Steel, and should be dealt with swiftly and mercilessly. This campaign will be costly, and many lives will be lost. But in the end, we will be saving humankind from its worst enemy. Itself. Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Ad Victoriam!
Joining our cause was the
Elder
wisest
Maxon.
decision of
I
your
care
life,
about them,
brother.
you know. The people of the Commonwealth.
I can see that. They're playing with fire and we need to save them.
Exactly. I just hope we're here in time. I refuse to allow the mistakes of the past to be repeated.
Don't worry. I'm convinced.
Paladin Dance's reports were quite clear regarding your feelings toward the Brotherhood. And he concludes that you'd be an asset to us. Seeing as he's one of my most respected field officers, you couldn't get a better recommendation. Therefore, from this moment forward, I'm granting you the rank of Knight. And, befitting your title, we're granting you a suit of power armor to protect you on the field of battle. Wear it with pride.
I'll do my best to live up to it.
I'm certain that you will. In any event, once you're finished becoming familiar with the Pridwin and my staff, report to the flight deck for your new orders. Welcome aboard the Pridwin, soldier. Make us proud.
Superstructure integrity green. Hull plating stable.
Communications array calibration test successful. All bands nominal.
Status report.
Green across the board, sir. Nothing new.
Good. Carry on, Knight. Congratulations on the promotion, Knight. So how did it look out there?
We've got a lot of work ahead of us, brother.
Welcome back, Paladin. Welcome home.
Glad to hear someone say that. Listen, I didn't have a chance to thank you properly before. I'm not sure I still have a place here. I've been away for too long. Maybe I'm not cut out for the Brotherhood anymore. But I'll give it time. I owe it to you and to my team. Thank you for giving me another chance.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
There you are. How did it go with Elder Maxon?
I was very impressed with him. He seems to know what's best for everyone.
Exactly. Without his determination, we'd be lost. I just hope you appreciate how much of a chance I'm taking bringing you into the fold this quickly. Not to put too fine a point on it, but if you screw up, we go down together.
I won't let you down, Dance. I promise.
Good. Now, I know you're eager to hop into a suit of power armor and take the fight to the Institute. But first things first. In order to be an effective part of the team, you need to learn your way around this ship and get to know its crew. Since I've been officially assigned to you as your sponsor, I'd recommend taking me along with you.
I'll go it alone for now, and come find you when I'm ready.
Suit yourself. I'll be in the mess hall if you need me.
I'm worried about these recruits. Too young, too green. Not like the initiates back in my day.
Proctor Ingram said she needed this suit tested yesterday.
Yeah, I get it. Just... what if I miss?
Don't.
Okay.
Lock's really strong.
Firing.
Sweet.
Everything holding together?
Nice.
Good. Firing.
All right. Everything looks nominal. And you didn't scuttle the ship. Thanks, Initiate.
Sure. Anytime.
Do you know what a 10-pound cockroach can do to a buoyancy regulator?
I can guess.
Don't be smart. You want to see the Brotherhood's greatest warship brought down by bugs?
All right. Just don't tell Ingram, okay?
Fine. But there's a reason food's not allowed near the instrumentation. Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
There's Brotherhood, then there's everything else. Nothing in between.
Never forget, you are the eyes and the ears of the Brotherhood. If you see or hear anything suspicious, it is your duty to report it immediately. We live in enemy territory now.
You think the Commonwealth looks bad? You should see the Capitol wasteland.
Thank you, sister.
Welcome aboard, brother.
You wouldn't have to worry about them getting out if they weren't on the ship.
Your concerns are noted, Scribe. Give Proctor Ingram my thanks for letting me borrow you. Feel free to have a look at the specimens, but please don't touch anything. I refuse to be held responsible if you're injured.
Quite a collection you've got here.
Well, thank you. Most people don't appreciate the important work that I'm trying to do here. I'm on the cusp of discovering how these creatures' bodies have adapted to the radiation that's infiltrated their habitats. If I can crack the code, I can equip our troops with a protective compound far superior to Rad-X.
That's amazing.
Well, it's only a theory so far. You see, the ionizing radiation left behind by the Great War kills because it damages most living things on a cellular level. However, after several generations, these creatures' bodies have adapted by altering their genetic makeup to prevent cellular disruption. I believe I've discovered how I can replicate that genetic restructuring rapidly. Instead of decades, I can do it in moments. For a short period of time, anyway.
I'm sold. If you're looking for someone to help, you can sign me up.
I appreciate the offer, but unfortunately, I've hit a stumbling block. The specimens I've already captured can only produce so much blood and genetic material. If I try and harvest too much, they'll die. What I need are more samples of blood from the creatures roaming the Commonwealth.
No problem. I'd be glad to help.
I appreciate your confidence in my abilities, brother. I've modified your Pip-Boy to scan the corpse of any freshly killed creature that has the proper type of blood in its body. All you have to do is pick up any viable sample and bring it back to me. Hey, I really appreciate you doing this for me. It's nice to know I'm not the only person in the Brotherhood with an open mind.
Remember, we're out here representing the Brotherhood. Let's make them proud.
By Elder Maxon's orders, all forms of technology should be confiscated or collected.
Ah, good. You're finally here. Just set the books down anywhere. I'll get to them as soon as I can.
I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Perhaps I need to rummage through the supply bins for a new pair of glasses. Since it's obvious that you aren't who I was expecting, would you mind telling me why you're here?
Maxon wanted me to meet the crew, so you were next on my list.
Ah, yes. You must be the new recruit described in Paladin Dance's report. Under normal circumstances, I'd provide you with a proper orientation of my department. However, I'm woefully behind setting up research patrols and getting bombarded with requests for technical documentation. Unfortunately, I'm lacking the personnel needed to get the job done.
Maybe I can lend you a hand.
That would be splendid. As you patrol the Commonwealth, keep your eyes open for blueprints, memos, manuals, books, charts. Anything containing useful technical data. I'm authorized to pay you for each bundle of documents that you recover. And if you wish to be assigned to a research patrol, I have plenty of them waiting to be filled. In any event, it was a pleasure to meet you, Knight.
Glad you finally stopped by, soldier. Are you ready for your medical exam?
Sure. Go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to ask you a series of medical-related questions, and I'd like you to answer me to the best of your ability. First question. As a child, were you ever exposed to radiation for an extended period of time?
Wouldn't Vault-Tech's screening process have caught this already?
Vault-Tech's screening process? Let me check my notes here. You were a Vault dweller? You're probably healthier than anyone else aboard. Anyway, sorry I missed that in your records. Just going down the list of questions. I'm sure you understand. Okay, second question. Have you ever had or come in contact with a person confirmed to be carrying a communicable disease?
never been seriously sick in my life.
Good, good. Third question. And please, answer honestly. Have you ever had sexual relations with any species considered non-human?
No. Never have.
Very well. Last question. Would you have any problems pulling the trigger on an enemy of the Brotherhood, whether they're human, formerly human, or machine?
If my life's in danger, I'll do whatever it takes to defend myself.
That's an acceptable answer, and the most common. Excellent. I think I've got all the information I need. I see no reason to prevent you from beginning your duties immediately. If you ever need medical assistance, you let me know.
I've served on this vessel for years. It's the only home I know.
Never did like this rust bucket. Oh, sure.
There. Try it now.
Nothing.
Me in the
I was
field
supposed to
anyhow.
report 10 minutes ago. If you can't fix it...
I can fix it.
So,
You're the
you're
one
the
who
new
decided to
recruit
kick
I
your
heard
way through
about.
a mire bug.
Huh, not what I was expecting. There it is. Thanks, brother. I owe you.
I can handle myself.
Hey, if Paladin Dance vouched for you, that's good enough for me. You just don't look like one of the usual wastelanders we pick up. Anyway, since you came down here to meet me, we may as well get it over with. My name's Ingram, and this lovely little grease pit is where you'll usually find me. If your power armor's too tight in the crotch, the Pridwin's about to crash into the ground, or a robot's gone haywire, you come see me.
Sounds like you have a pretty full plate.
Plate. Hell, I have a whole table's worth of duties around here. There isn't a day that goes by on this tub without 5 or 6 things breaking down. And since I'm stuck in this rig, I'm not quite as spry as I used to be. The work tends to pile up.
Actually, you seem to be getting around really well.
I suppose it's better than the alternative. Anyway, I'm sure you're here to get your hands on some power armor. There's a pretty decent T-60 suit sitting in Bay 3 that's all yours. The left leg actuator's a bit sticky, but it'll keep the creeps off of you. Oh, and if you need any work done on it, feel free to use the workshops around here. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to get back to work.
Step forward, Knight. Even though they've locked me in this blasted cage, I promise that I won't bite.
Looks uncomfortable in there.
It's not that bad. Now, this is the stowage depot, and I, as you probably already guessed, am the ship's quartermaster, Proctor Tegan. The powers that be have me locked in here, so I can keep an eye on the Brotherhood's valuables. If you need to stock up on supplies before you head out on a mission, this is the place to buy them.
That's good to know.
I'm glad you're the agreeable type. When I tell most of the new recruits that they have to buy their own equipment, they give me the stink eye. The good news is by having a constant flow of caps, I'm able to buy whatever you bring me. Yeah, I'm mostly interested in weapons, but I'll take anything useful. Of course, if you're just looking to make a few caps on the side, I might have some extra work for you to do.
I could use some extra caps.
You need them, and I want you to spend them here. It's a match made in heaven. It just involves a little bit of heavy lifting and interacting with the local farms. And since I'm stuck up here manning this one-man zoo, I need someone to do the legwork for me. After you're done with the meet and greet, we can discuss the details. In the meantime, if you ever need anything else, a gun, a mod, even ammo, you just let me know.
Excuse me, Proctor Tegan.
What can I get for you today?
I'll take a look.
Got some choice weapons that just came in.
comes to keeping the Pridwin running, Proctor Ingram's the best.
If you find any spare parts, you be sure to let me know.
The Pridwin is a magnificent ship, and we're lucky to have her in our arsenal.
You watch my back, I'll watch yours. What's on your mind, soldier?
Carry food with you, or you'll end up eating some pretty questionable things to stay alive.
Ammunition, weapon mods. Dr. Tegan might have what you need. If it looks dead, put one more in its head for good measure. Might take the chance.
Tighten up the meter.
Yeah, split the difference. There.
Now that you've familiarized yourself with the Pridwin's crew, are you ready for your next assignment, brother?
Yes, Elder.
Good. Let's get right to it then. Shall we? Take a look over there. That's Fort Strong. And it's infested with super mutants. Having those aberrations of nature close enough to smell is making me sick to my stomach. To make matters worse, they're sitting on top of a massive stockpile of Fat Man shells we could use in our campaign. I want you to head over there, wipe out everything that moves, and secure that stockpile. Understood?
Consider it done.
Look, I realize you're eager to take the fight to the Institute, but it'll have to wait. The Brotherhood cannot allow those abominations to have a nuclear arsenal at their fingertips. Now, we have a vertibird on standby, fully armed, and ready to depart. Use it to carry our message to Fort Strong, and wipe those dirty mutants from the face of the earth. Dismissed.
think we're alone. Unfortunately, a vertebrate cannot properly accommodate me for air travel. I'll meet you.
Welcome aboard, Knight. Instruments are green, and we're cleared for release. Target acquired. I'll try and keep him in your sights. That thing, please. I'm gonna find a place to set her down and then hightail it back to the Fredwin for repair.
location appears quite secure.
Wish a buckethead would show up. I'd rip his legs clean off. Getting hungry.
That's it. Anything useful in this mess? This is a fascinating study of anatomical remains. Marvelous splatter patterns. Remind you of brighter days, sir?
Hey.
Yes. Sure. Go ahead and take a look.
Hey! You disappeared! No fair!
If I had access to a vacuum modification, I could make this place shine.
No blood to spill today!
I wonder what caused all the discord around here.
Someone there?
Excellent.
I'm glad my intakes have a dust filter. I hope you aren't expecting me to sort through this clutter.
What's that?
Judging from all this dust,
What is it?
First to visit this place in quarter mile. Found them, sir. That's the last of them.
I can hear you. I'm hearing stuff.
Not much of a threat after all. I think I've lost them. Found you. Powering down weapons, sir. We may have an enemy nearby. I'm not certain what caused this mess, but perhaps it's best that we weren't here to find out. Well, there certainly isn't much left of whatever this was. I suggest we take as much as we can carry. I'm not certain what caused this mess, but perhaps it's best that we weren't here to find out. Such a senseless waste of perfectly good technology.
Hey.
How may I be of service?
Paladin Dance.
Look at this place. You must hate these mutants as much as I do.
Absolutely. Wiping them out was a pleasure.
I wish all of mankind shared your sentiment. These monstrosities are just another example of man blindly taking a step forward, only to wind up stumbling 2 steps back. I've been fighting for years, trying to put a stop to this madness. And just when I thought we were getting the upper hand, along come the synths. I've seen what these super mutants do to people. Can you imagine what the synths would do to us if they ever got the upper hand? It would be Armageddon repeated, and maybe the end of everything that we hold dear. Look, I don't mean to bore you with my rhetoric. I just want you to understand how important these missions are.
Don't apologize. It reminds me why I'm doing this.
Thank you, brother. It's good to know you're taking my advice to heart. Anyway, that's enough of that. What's important here is that you got the job done and secured these warheads. You should head back up to the Prydwen and talk to Maxon. I'm sure he'll want to debrief you as soon as possible. Dismissed.
I want to have Night Captain Cage.
Outstanding work at Fort Strong, soldier.
It was an honor fighting for the Brotherhood.
I'm glad you feel that way, because our mission here has only just begun. In order to bring the Institute to its knees, we need to use every weapon at our disposal. I try to supply my soldiers with the best. That's why I'm giving you these. Signal grenades can call a vertibird to your location when you need aerial transport. Simply throw one to the ground, and the vertibird will hone in on the unique electromagnetic smoke it emits. Once you're aboard, use the map on your Pip-Boy to interface with the pilot's navigation system, so he'll be able to take you wherever you need.
Thank you, Elder. I'll make good use of them.
I expect that you will. Now, I'm sure you're aware that Fort Strong was simply the first step towards the liberation of the Commonwealth. An even greater task lies ahead. By now, I'm sure you've deduced that our arrival in the Commonwealth wasn't coincidental. We're here because of a unique energy reading recorded by Paladin Dance's recon team. According to our scribes, the reading indicated a level of technology that only the Institute could achieve. The moment this information came to light, our mission became clear. The Institute, and everyone responsible for the creation of the synths, must be eliminated at all costs. To accomplish this goal, we need to locate the Institute's headquarters. I've had our scribes meticulously searching the Commonwealth, but they've come up empty-handed.
Anything you need, Elder. You just say the word.
I want you to get out there and become our eyes and ears on the ground. You seem to have a vested interest in locating the Institute before we met, so I'm confident you'll travel in the right circles. If you discover a way in, I need you to report it to me immediately.
Any questions, Knight?
Not right now, Elder.
Very well then. Dismissed.
It sounds like we owe you our gratitude for wiping out those monsters at Fort Strong. Now, did you have any documents for me? Or perhaps you were interested in aiding a research patrol?
I found some technical documents for you.
These look rather promising. You certainly have a knack for this sort of work. Here are the caps that I promised. Remember, the Commonwealth is an almost unlimited source for these technical documents. Check every building you explore during your patrols very carefully, and you might be pleasantly surprised at what you find.
Cade won't clear me for duty yet.
Hey.
Yes, sir? Glad to be of service.
Nothing to report right now, Knight.
Well, the Brotherhood's got a lifetime supply of nuclear ordnance thanks to you. I expect you could use a resupply after a scrap like that.
Let me see what you have.
All of my weapons are mission ready.
Don't despair, brother. We're here to save the Commonwealth.
Ad Victoriam, brother.
backup is a great way to get yourself killed.
I hope you have a
Some days are harder than others. But even the hard days get easier than the one before.
Let's go get some bad guys.
Don't take offense to Marcia. She's working through the loss in her own way.
Heads up.
I'd be happy to help if I can.
Hope this rain lets up soon. What's going on?
nothing I hate more than raider scumbags. If you run into any, put a few down for...